Hi guys, welcome back to our Thursday at 5:30 yoga. I'm Stephanie. Now, as always, I will be your instructor for today. So, if you guys don't remember or if you're new, I do have some stipulations for my class. So, one, if at any point anything hurts you during your practice, if you feel like you're not stretching the muscle right or it's causing you pain, which it should never do. So, if you're ever in pain, you can come out of the pose, find an alternative, or you can just jump back in whenever you do feel comfortable because being on your mat is never practice itself. Secondly, I like all my students to breathe into their lungs and not into their chest. When you breathe into your chest, you're slumped over, your lungs are collapsed, they're resting on the hips, and you're not really allowing for that expansion that the lungs need to ease into the pose and make it a little bit easier to get through your practice. So, sitting up nice and tall, we breathe into the lungs and helps with our posture, keeping our spine nice and straight from our neck all the way to our tailbone, and you rise the lips off of the hips and allow again for complete leg expansion. And again, if at any point you need to come out of a pose or anything like that, you can go ahead and do so. And then come back in whenever you are ready. So we're going to go ahead and get started today. And we're going to flip onto our backs. Extending our left leg long. We're just going to bring that right knee into the chest. Nothing too strenuous. Just starting out with a nice deep stretch for that lower back. And I want you guys to focus on tucking the hips under just a little and really trying to collapse that lower back onto the mat. Deep breaths here. And whenever you're ready, we're going to extend that right leg long. You can wrap your hands around the thighs, or if the flexibility allows, around the shins, or if you can try to reach for your ankle. From here, we're not going to force our leg down. We're not going to crunch our way up. We're just going to lay back and just pull the leg towards us. Nice deep breath. Each deep breath, that leg should just come a little bit closer. If you can't even reach your leg, you again feel like you need some assistance, you can utilize a strap or a belt or a towel, a blanket, whatever you have at home that can wrap around your leg, just to make it easier for you to reach your foot. And just getting a nice stretch over the hips and the hamstrings. Holding here about 5 to 8 deep breaths. Feel free to move that ankle if you wish, wiggle the toes. Two more breaths. Exhale and release, switch it out. And again, drive that left knee or the right knee into the chest here, bent knee first. And again, whenever you feel comfortable, extending that left leg long, wrapping the hands around the thighs or the shins or the calves. And again, gently pulling that leg in towards the body. Deep breaths here. Try to keep both hips planted. You don't want to try to force our leg up. You want to have that hip on the ground, leg extended through the hip here. Again, 5 to 8 deep breaths. Three more deep breaths in your space. And gently exhale and release, bringing it back up to the opposite side once more on each side, bringing up that right leg. And maybe this time you find the core strength to lift up, reach for the back of the calf, and pulling towards you. If you want to work into your core, you can lift the chest up as well. And adding just a little bit of pressure into the leg. So pressing into the leg helps that core activate just a little bit more. Hold here with you. 5 deep breaths. Exhale and release. If you want to keep the chest up, you're welcome to do so. Switching out the legs. Left leg up and hold. 5 deep breaths here. One more exhale, stick with it, guys, just to warm up. Exhale and release back to center. Extending the arms above the head, nice and tall. And we're just going to take a nice full body stretch, pointing the toes, reaching the arms up. And release. On the inhale, stretch, pointing the toes, pointing the fingers. Deep breath, exhale. And we're gonna roll it on up, nice and easy, and just come into a nice seated stack pose. So from here, our stack pose, we're gonna pull out the thighs, just get a deeper sit on the sit bones here, and we're gonna bring the feet flex so the toes are facing the ceiling. From here, we're gonna go ahead, inhaling the arms up. Again, we don't want the shoulders like this. You want the shoulders nice and relaxed. We should be a perfect L. Lower core is engaged, shoulders relaxed, legs activated, toes pointed. And from here, we're just going to fold forward. We're not going to fully fold. We're just going to prep the spine, prep the hamstrings, and fold however far we can. Inhale up. Restricting all of that, those movements to the core here. So the core is the thing that is moving you up and down. For you guys, are going to give me 10 of these. Nice and slow. Being mindful with each exhale, tightening the core, pulling the body further down. Five more. Maybe 3, 2, and on the last one, we're going to go ahead and hold wherever you are. Tighten the core as much as we can. Reach, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the hand wherever they're at, and just folding forward to the extent that you can. Again, feel free to throw the strap around the feet and help yourself reach your toes. If you can already reach your toes and you want to challenge yourself, lock, textbook, use your laptop if you're not using your phone, and reaching it behind the feet, adding a little bit of extra distance, and challenging yourself, but always keeping the chest high, back straight, and core engaged. Two more exhales. Inhale back up to center. Beautiful, guys. Rolling out the shoulders, resetting the spine on top of the hips here. And we're just going to bring that bottom of that right foot to the inside of that left thigh. If, again, your flexibility doesn't allow, you're more than welcome to have that foot on the outside of that shin or the calf. We don't want to have it in the knee. So from here, we're going to go ahead and adjust, find that nice and comfy spot here. And we're just going to inhale the arms up, lengthening, prepping the spine. Foot flex, exhale, and forward towards that foot. Getting a nice seated hip stretch. Chest high, and again, utilizing the props if you need to. Three more deep breaths here. Exhale and walk the hands back. Beautiful. From here, we're going to bring the foot that's bent to the top of the knee, to the top of that foot here. Bring the knee to face the ceiling. From here, again, inhale, arms up. Always got to inhale first before we stretch. Exhale, and we're just going to wrap that hand around the knee. Coming in for a nice seated twist here. If your flexibility allows you to draw that onto the outside of your knee and twist a little deeper. And like I said yesterday, our twists and our folds, they come from the core. So with each exhale, you want to tighten the core and twist just a little bit deeper, not coming from the neck or from the back. exhale and release back to center, switching it out. Bringing the bottom of that left foot to the inside of that thigh or the inside of the shin and the calf. Again here, inhale the arms up, shoulders relaxed, spine nice and long. Exhale and fold. Two more exhales. And gently walking the hands back until we are upright. Planting the bottom of that foot next to the knee here. Again, placing that left hand right, left hand down behind. Inhale that arm up. Exhale and twist. And again, you're more than welcome to keep the hand wrapped around the knee, or you can just hold the knee itself, or again, if the flexibility allows, bringing that elbow to the outside of the knee. And on the final exhale, relaxing, unwinding, bringing it back to center. From here, we're just going to shift forward onto our hands and knees, and we're going to work into our core for a little bit. So in our tabletop, again, be sure to stack the shoulder above the wrist, knee underneath the hips here. We're just going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to take a bear pose. So we're just going to make our tabletop super awesome and levitating. So pressing into the toes here, we're just going to engage that lower core up and in, and just lift the knees up a couple inches off the ground. You don't want the butt too high. We want the hips right in line with the shoulders here. So try to keep the knees as low as possible, and really try to work into that lower core. Pressing the ground away into each fingertip, holding here. Stay with me, guys. 5 more deep breaths. You guys got this. I am right here with you. Exhale, drop the knees. Tuck the toes, sending the hips back. Child's pose. And like I always say, child's pose is a wonderful rest position. So that anytime you feel too tired to catch your breath, check in with the body, you can drop into the toes and stay here for the whole time for all I care, or you can just join us back in whenever you feel comfortable at home. 3 exhales here. On the next breath, inhaling back up to center here. And we're going to repeat those 10 breaths with our bear pose. One more time. Again, resetting, restacking, shoulders above the wrist, knees underneath the hips, tucking those toes under, and give me 10 deep breaths here. Again, keeping the hips in line with the shoulders. Five more deep breaths. You guys got this. Stay nice and strong. Exhale and release, untucking the toes, hips back. You can take a variation wide-legged if you wish. 3 deep breaths in our child's pose. And on the final exhale, inhaling back up into our tabletop here. From here, we're going to go ahead and take some bird dog. So this one requires a little bit of balance and a little bit of opposites. So we're going to inhale that right arm up. And we don't want the arms to be too far up, so we don't want to overextend and hurt our shoulder. We just want to come nice and out straight through the shoulder. Same with that opposite right leg. Pushing up and out. You can point the toes, flex the foot. I find a flexed foot helps me keep myself a little bit more balanced and keep my hips in line. So we just flex the foot out, and you might want to make sure that the toes are pointing down towards your mat so that hip is nice and straight out of the socket and doesn't hurt itself. So right arm out, left arm out, right leg out. Holding here. And we're exhale out. Give me 5 of these, guys. Beautiful. Move it nice and slow. The slower you move, the better it is for your core. 4 and 5. Switch it out. Right arm out, left leg flexed at the ankle. Holding 2 deep breaths. Exhale and draw the knee in. Give me 5 of these. Out. In. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful, guys. Taking that variation on our child's pose, hips back. One more big exhale. And inhaling back up to center. We're going to go ahead and take those bird dogs one more time. So, from here, again, inhale the left arm up, right leg back. And we're not going to take the crunches here from here. We're going to go ahead and get a little twisty and fancy. So if you're at home, you want to try it, you're more than welcome to do so. We're going to go ahead and reaching that hand back. Find that foot. And inhale up into a nice tiger pose. If this is where you are, if you're all the way up here, that is okay. You are still doing the full extent of the pose to however far your body can go. Holding here, pushing the ground, activating the core. Give me 5 deep breaths here. Exhale and release, repeating on the opposite side. So again, right arm up, left leg out. And reaching behind, finding the foot. And coming on up, 5 deep breaths here. Exhale and release. Dropping the hands, dropping the knees. Knees, hips back towards the heels. Child's pose, 5 deep resting breaths here. And you're welcome to get some water if you need to. One more deep exhale wherever you are. And on the final breath, we're going to inhale back up into our tabletop. From here, we're going to tuck the toes underneath, sending the hips up and back, down dog. And we're just going to walk out our dog, just shifting the weight. Getting some nice deep stretches for the back of the leg. And on the exhale, we're going to shift the gaze towards the fingers and walk the hands up. The feet up to meet the hands, entering into a nice forward fold. Now we're just going to grab the elbows here, hang ragdoll, and swing it out. Releasing any tension on the spine. You can even take the hands and wrap them around the ankles if you wish, just to get yourself into a deeper stretch. Exhale, feeling free to bring that look to the ground, to bring the ground to you if you feel like you're way up here, or if you're right here, you just want to keep the chest high and just bring the ground to you. 2 more breaths wherever you are. And on the last breath here, we're going to go ahead and bring the arms out to the side, ending up taking a nice bend in the knees. Again, arms out to the side, and we're just going to reverse swan dive. Nice and slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Your head should be the last thing that comes up. Stretching arms up overhead, spine lengthen, shoulders relaxed, palms together. And we're going to interlace the fingers and like so. Above the head. Again, the shoulders don't need to be up here, guys. It can be nice and relaxed. You want to be able to see your neck and feel that length as well. So we're going to go ahead and shift the feet apart to directly underneath the hips here. And we're just going to inhale up, exhale, and down to the right. Nice full body side stretch. And a nice way to build the strength and the core, the muscles and the obliques on that opposite side. Inhale back to the center, keeping the spine nice and long. Inhale up, exhale and forward. Inhale back to the center, nice and easy. From here, we're just going to go ahead and swan dive forward at the hips, not the back. Forward fold once more. And on the last breath here, we're going to go ahead and take a nice pyramid pose while we're here in this forward fold. So we're going to take that left leg and we're just going to step it back as far as we comfortably can so that we can actually press that heel down. So if you find that you're back here and you can't push your heel down, I want you to bring that foot in until you can firmly plant both feet on the floor here. Again, feel free to have that block right here if you need to. From here, we're going to take the fingers and face them backwards towards the back toes here. And we're just going to walk the hands back, folding forward as far as we can. Again, also relying on the core muscles to draw the body down towards that thigh here and get a nice stretch from the hamstring. Two more deep breaths. You guys are doing wonderful. If you would like an added stretch, you can flex that ankle as always, just to deepen that stretch for the hamstring. And return into center, stepping that back foot up here. We're going to grab the elbows and just walk it out. I know that right leg might be feeling a little bit of tension if they're not used to stretching that way, and that is okay. We're just going to stretch it out and press before we hit the other side. And whenever again you feel ready, stepping that right foot back to wherever you can comfortably plant both feet, fingers towards the back, fold forward. Stick with me, guys. Two more deep breaths. And on the final breath here, again, taking the fingers to face forward, stepping that back foot up, nice and gently, walking it out in our forward fold. And whenever you're ready, again, bending at the knees, placing the hands down. Now we're just going to step both feet back, coming onto our shin and sitting down. Coming in for a nice hero's pose. So for this hero's pose, we're going to go ahead and work into our quads just a little bit from the day. So I know even if you're not here, you can go ahead and take a block or a towel. You can sit it right underneath your bottom here. Or if you would like, you can take a block as well. And you can take the knees hips width apart. And simply place the block right between your feet, and you can just sit on it like a chair. Still getting the same effect, still hitting the quads. So we're going to go ahead and go wherever we feel comfortable. And we're just going to rest here. Just sitting in it, just chilling. I'm pretty sure we're all doing it at home. And we're just going to say wherever we feel comfortable. Now, if you feel a little bit of discomfort, that's okay, because over time it's going to go away. If you feel pain, however, I want you guys to come out of it just a little bit, find a prop, or just completely do a different pose. You're welcome to do a half hero, and you can sit on the side, which we're going to do anyway, so it's okay. So if you want to go ahead and skip a couple breaths and get right to this pose, you're welcome to do so. For those of you who would like to stay where I'm at, and having the feet at the bottom between the heels, we're going out on the quads and the calves and the shoulders as well. And whenever you're ready here, lean forward, coming out of it, and we're going to extend one leg forward. So for those of you who are already here, if your knees are hurting, you can go ahead and switch sides, or you can just stay here and let your deeper stretch. So again, inhale the arms up, lengthening the spine. Exhale and fold wherever you feel comfortable. And walk the hands back and just switch it out. So bring that left foot forward, right foot back. And again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Again, using your props. Two more exhales. And gently walking the hands back until we are sitting upright. Bringing that other foot around town here, and we're just going to slide forward. Bring it back down to our backs, knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice, well-deserved hug. On the final breath here, we're going to again extend that left leg long. This is probably my favorite spinal twist, if you guys couldn't already tell. And again, taking that right knee across the body, over and down. Again, utilizing the block underneath the knee if you need to, or simply dropping the knee down. You do want to be mindful to keep both shoulders on the ground here. So wherever you are, just try to keep the shoulders down and not focus too much on the knee itself. Exhale through center, give that knee one more big squeeze, and switch it out. 2 deep breaths here, and over and down. And on the final breath, again, lifting back through center, hugging both knees into the chest here. Rocking side to side, giving the spine a nice massage. And we're going to go ahead and flex the ankles, extend both legs long. And just like earlier, we did both one leg, we're just going to do both legs. So again, you can go ahead and grab the strap if you need to, placing it around the feet. But we want to bring both feet as close as we can to the body. Nice double hamstring stretch, pressing that lower back against the mat, core engaged. 2 deep breaths here. So it's kind of like a recline forward fold. Two more deep breaths. And on the last breath, inhaling back up through center, coming on up. And that is going to wrap it up for the day, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful and safe weekend. And if you guys know any other ladies are part of the Viola Sigma chapter, tomorrow is our charter day. So congratulations to us. And thank you guys again for joining me. Namaste.